welcome to another episode of Fashion Library Review. Today I'm going to talk about the book The Cool Factor by Andrea Linett. This is an amazing, very cool book, a guide to achieving effortless style with secrets from the women who have it. Anytime you look at a book like this with a cover like this, it makes you think, am I cool? Am I cool yet? There's a common phrase, compare and despair, right? I know that's an epidemic now with social media, but it happens looking at fashion too. It's one of those things that gets us going, and we're more inclined to think about the negative things than the positive things. This book came out in 2016, but a lot of the things that she suggests here, at least I still think they're cool. Cool is one of those things that's all about the context. But that said, I think there are some things that always ring true as cool. And I think Andrea Linett did a wonderful job of bringing those things together in this book. So the question is, what is cool? Cool is timeless. Cool is effortless. Cool is beyond the context. If someone is cool, they tend to be above it all. They tend to kind of not care very much. They tend to have their own individual, maybe, style. They tend to have their own confidence. So confidence is really cool. And so a lot of times you can't really put cool on top of yourself if you're not feeling confident. But there is a factor of being cool that some people put on, and that includes being too cool for school, right? Or having an angry attitude, which, you know, I think that looks like cool sometimes, and maybe it is cool. Cool is a little bit contextual mainly. Have you ever walked in a room and you feel like this attitude coming at you? Sometimes like the in-group is considered cool and the rest of us are a little bit outside looking in, and maybe that doesn't feel so good. But I think you can adapt a cool persona and just be good with yourself. Accept yourself, learn who you are, and move forward. And I do love the word cool. I say it a lot. So I thought I should use this book as a reason to stop saying that word so much. Andrea Linett has been a fashion editor, and the women that she features in this book are also artists, designers, fashion people, makeup artists, bloggers, etc. But what I like about what she's saying is that cool is basically being effortless. You can tell the women in the book have definitely developed their own style. They've gone after things that they're interested in, that appeals to them, that reflects who they are on the inside, that they're drawn to, they're attracted to it. By putting it together in certain ways with classics, almost anything can be considered cool, right? And if you like it, then figure out how it's going to work for you. So she basically gives a system of dressing based on these effortless classics mixed with a little bit of bohemian, and that's a fashion word that denotes something more characteristically hippie-ish or patterned or with some kind of print, like maybe a paisley print or a kimono overshirt or jacket. And so she's kind of pulling from this bohemian kind of, maybe you'd even think of it as global repertoire to mix with what she calls classics, which to me are like American standard uniform types of clothing. Like denim is big for her. Denim is everything, she says. Denim jackets, blue jeans of all styles, and t-shirts, of course, other kinds of like suit jackets, straight skirts, pants, you know, the classics in navy, khaki, black. But, you know, she's very interested in mixing those classics with a little bit of flair. And she says, don't even worry about getting a little bit weird. Weird is good. And with confidence, that can really become like part of a person's style persona. She also says, you know, you can't have style without accessories and break the rules. So let's just focus for a second on the question of what is a rule and how are you supposed to break the rule in dressing. Here's an example from her book, The Former No-Nos Become Yes-Yeses. She says, doing a little bit of a weird matchup, can be very cool. Fashion people and fashion literature is going to tell you how to dress, but you can do what you want. Mixing day with night. So wear something at night that should be considered daytime wear. There's other questions like wearing white only in the summer. And maybe this is true for people who live in the south of the United States, because from what I understand, that rule came about so that people could really distinguish and demarcate the different seasons, because they don't have distinctive seasons. But, you know, these days, kind of anything goes. So wear white during the winter. In fact, that was a little trend a few years ago. There's also kind of a rule that says don't mix navy with black, but that also you can throw out the door. There's some people that preach the idea of less is more. So in terms of accessories, you know, putting more and more and more and more on can be really fun sometimes. I mean, that's the thing. I think going with the flow can be really considered cool. Some days you want to wear one kind of outfit, the next day the next kind of outfit. What I also like about this book is that she really does a nice job of showing different ways to wear things that you might not think about. She emphasizes the classics, of course, with a mix of bohemian, a slim pencil skirt, you know, with a layered t-shirt, lots of bracelet, chains and accessories, and leggings that look also like leather. I think that's actually a leather skirt. And so that kind of adds a little flair. Even if you wear like a sweatshirt with leggings, you can mix it up with a nice cute hairstyle and a little interesting jacket. And she says, you know, don't get too freaked out by trying to get dressed up to go somewhere. You can just have a simple black dress, throw on a different kind of jacket over some pants and a top with the right jewelry and shoes, then there you go. And she's also a big fan of just working with denim. Denim can be something that you wear dressing up, dressing down. You wear it with other denims. You treat it like it's a tuxedo of some kind, you know, like the denim jacket, denim shirt, denim pants, and perfect for parties. So you tell me, does that still look cool to you? Because, you know, it's a few years old. To me, from my perspective, it looks really like a nice inspirational text that I would use to try to mix things up if I needed some inspiration. Consider your own context. How are you fitting in with people around you? And do you want to be a little rebellious? According to Andrea Linett, and I subscribe to this, you know, being a little bit rebellious, having your own style might ruffle some feathers, but it does establish you as someone who's true to themselves. And so with that, I'm going to sign off. Thanks, Andrea, for giving us this beautiful, timeless, and cool book.